It's just me, Scottie McClue, and we are, of course, live on the big one just for you. Welcome, 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 I say, to our evening broadcast for this Tuesday evening. Now, at the moment, as you've probably heard throughout the internet, Scottie McClue is doing a few tests and a few trials because we've got the up and coming phone in. Very, very important. So what I thought I'd do is we'd go live and we would multi-stream. So that's what's actually happening right now. Last night, we made huge internet history. Absolutely incredible because we multi-streamed right across the internet. Just amazing. YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and LinkedIn as well. So there it goes. Absolutely amazing. So I'm so glad you could join us, and I want you to spread the word. Every single bit of social media you've got, get telling 10 to tell 10 to tell 10 about Scottie McClue doing a live phone-in across the internet just for you and saying dinky do. Now, we're just starting, so it'll take a little while to build it up, of course. Hello there, mates. Hello, dinky do, Jessica. Can I get a hooyah? Says Leoy. You can get a hooyah, Leoy. Not a problem at all. Lovely to have you with us, and a special dinky do to you. So there we are. Now remember, we're also streaming on TikTok as well. So this is massive. Get yourselves onto Scottie McClue's YouTube channel. Check it out. You'll see the URL right in front of you. Hello, you're live on Scottie's phone in. Who's that? Hello? Can you hear me? No, obviously not. Poor thing. Right, somebody testing out the line, no doubt. So there it goes. It does work, so you don't really have to test it, folks. It definitely works. Scottie McClue is live, and the number at the bottom, 01416289795. That will very quickly become one of the best-known numbers in the world. I can tell you that. Can you ask a friend, Ryan? So there you are. Yes, I'm sure I can. Scottie boy, Ryan, dinky do. Ryan, you're being asked to play a game by your friend here. So there we are. Fantastic stuff. Now, Chris Raboy, we'll send you down the Swanee for trolling. So there you are. Chris Raboy's leaving us very quickly for being a half-witted idiot. And he's gone. No problem at all. What we do is we tend to send the trolls down the Swanee guys. So anybody on trolling is turned into toast and sent. Are you ready for it all together? Down the Swanee. That's what it's all about. Now, if you've just joined us, a very warm welcome. We're live on all the big platforms. We're live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and of course TikTok as well. We shall see who is calling. Hello, you're calling Scottie, dinky do.
Hello there, how are you?
Hello, who's that?
Hello there.
Hello there, how are you?
Good, how are you? I'm a big fan from Edinburgh.
Oh, lovely to hear from you, and a big dinky do to you.
Dinky do. Thank you much. Bye-bye.
Fantastic. Ta-ra. There we are. Big fan from Edinburgh saying dinky do and ta-ra. Isn't that absolutely fantastic? That's the kind of things we want, and we know it's working. Could you all hear the callers? Very, very important. Do tell me if you could hear everything. I think that is absolutely amazing. Follow us as soon as you come on. Thanks very much. If you're on TikTok, shout out for the big boil. A moderator removed comments, absolutely, and removed people. Can I get a shout out for Mia? Yes, you can. A big shout out for Mia, and a very happy birthday. If you've just joined us, guys, you're watching Scottie McClue, First Lord of the Internet, hashtag float high, and we are multicasting and multi-streaming right now. Tremendous stuff. So there we are. We're taking phone calls. You're live on Scottie's phone in. Who's that?
Hi, Scottie. It's Kareem here.
Ah, Kareem. What a privilege and a joy to hear you.
How are we?
Kareem, we're amazing. I wonder if I could, I'm always seem to be begging for a favor from you. I wondered if we could check the Facebook to see if it's working.
I've checked it. I've checked the TikTok and I've checked the YouTube. It was fine. I will check my Facebook and I'll phone you back in a couple of minutes.
Kareem, that would be outstanding. I thank you, sir.
No problem.
Dinky do. Bye-bye just now. There we are. That's our Kareem. He's a brilliant guy. He used to, how he managed to, don't ask me, but he used to get on first on the phone-ins almost every night. How can we phone in, Scottie? I don't know if you're able to watch YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. Get yourself on there and you'll see Scottie McClue. The YouTube channel is right in front of you guys. Subscribe and tap the bell. Scottie, you're still on the radio. We'll be going back on the radio very soon, I can tell you that. Let's just see who we've got here. Hello, you're live on Scottie's Phone In.
Scottie, it's Kareem. How are we?
Hello, sir. Lovely to hear from you. Thank you.
Perfect. It's on Facebook as well, loud and clear.
Oh, wow, because I think we missed it last night, Kareem. Maybe I hadn't got a setting right or something.
Well, 3 out of the 4... you're on live. I don't know about is it Twitch. I don't have Twitch. So
right.
That's the only one I can't comment on.
No bother. And it seems to be a nice steady stream.
Yes, everything's crystal clear, good picture. So it's all set to go.
Excellent.
The callers need to come in now and have a bit of a chit chat.
And have a bit of a chit chat. Bless you, Kareem. This is amazing.
No problem.
we are
you doing a Cars 4 this Saturday?
I was thinking about it, but we'll see how the phone-in goes, because obviously events have overtaken. So we might even do a wee phone-in.
Yes. I think it'll be busy at the weekend. It'll be a bit colourful, maybe.
A wee bit, yes, a wee bit not for the faint-hearted.
Absolutely. Listen, Scottie, I'll let the other callers come in, but I thought I'd give you a very quick call. And enjoy the rest of your night.
You're a gem. Thanks, Kareem. All the very best.
Speak to you soon.
See you, buddy.
Bye.
Thank you. What a super guy. That's our Kareem now. Everything's working. So we're live streaming on YouTube. We're live streaming on Twitch. And we are live streaming on TikTok. Thank you very much. So there we are. Scottie, you're on Twitch. I've just checked, my man. Thank you so much. Whoever you got here. You're live on Scottie's Phone In. Who's that?
Hi, it's Louise.
Louise, how lovely to how lovely to hear from you. How are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Excellent. What do you think of this setup?
It's really good. I wanted to let you know because I'm watching from Twitch and it's great from here.
It's okay on Twitch as well, and we're on Just Chatting. Is that right?
Yeah, you're on Just Chatting. So.
And apparently,
we've got a phone in.
That's the bit. We've got a phone in, Louise. We're back in business.
It's so cool.
And I know you love.
I never got to phone you before.
Well, I know you love your phone ins.
I do. I love the phone in. I'm so glad I got the chance.
And I don't think we need to be too over the top on this one because I think people just love it anyway.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Everyone
loves it.
There's just a fair bit of nonsense. And I got a call. We might be back on the radio as well.
Oh, no way. That's so exciting.
So never a dull moment, Louise.
Never a dull moment. Oh, my God.
Oh, it's lovely to hear from you. And thank you so much for your call.
Yeah, no, likewise. I'll keep watching.
Yep. We'll catch up soon. Dinky do.
All right. Dinky do.
Dinky do, Angel. There we are. How amazing is that? Wow. Fantastic stuff. Now, guys, lots and lots happening. This is just the second night we have tried this, and we are multi-streaming big time. So there we go. What do we got here? Let's nip on to the TikTok and see what's what. What do we got here? Dinky do. Scottie, you're missing out on TikTok. It's not good for those asking questions. Doing too much at once. I don't think so, Jose. You can never do too much at once. Remember, we're just starting out with this format. Amazing. Hello, you're live on Scottie.
Hi, Scottie, can you hear me all right?
We can hear you. Is that the man?
It's the professor.
Professor Numptyhead from Edinburgh.
Absolutely. How's it going?
Professor Numptyhead, absolutely amazing, fantastic.
Now, I'm worried in case I've got a bad signal, Scottie. I'm everything's for that.
Are you giving somebody a root signal?
No, listen. I'm doing an Eyemouth now.
Oh, you're in Eyemouth in Berwickshire. Do you know Guns Green Hill?
What?
Guns Green Hill.
Oh, you're Scottie. I've got something to tell you.
Go on. Is it good stuff?
It's about the Olympics. that's just been on the telly.
Were you in them? Did you win?
No, but since when did they start rewarding antisocial behaviour with gold medals?
Ah, well, there you are. But we'll not mention any individuals, and we'll not go into too much behaviour.
The skateboarding, Scotty.
Now, stop, because I know what you're like. What I was going to say to you, do you think, have I called your bluff with the phone in?
I wasn't sure if it was live or not, Scotty, so I thought I'd better phone and find it.
You thought we'd never get here.
I can, but I'm glad you finally done it, Scotty.
You went, oh, he's a blather. He'll no manage to get a phone in going to the internet.
No before time, but listen, Santa Claus is around, didn't you worry? Santa Claus is around.
Santa Claus is coming to town.
He's coming to see you. He's coming down your chimney.
You take care, Numpty, dinky do.
Scotty.
See you, buddy. Top man, dinky do la. Right, there we are, Professor Numpty from Edinburgh, telling it like it is. If you've just joined us, a very, very warm welcome. We are multi-streaming big time tonight. This is amazing. We're on YouTube, we're on Twitch, we're on TikTok, we're on LinkedIn, we're on Facebook, all that sort of stuff now. Glad you're back on Maria Knight. What have you just done? Glad you're back on radio, top man. There we go. Panda or Shrek? Oh, we like them both. They're lovely people. Fantastic. Hello from Armagh, Scotty. Hello from Kazakhstan. Do you support LGBTQ? Yes, but it should be LGBTQS for straight. You're live on Scotty's phone in. Who's that?
Oh, hello, it's Wonky again.
Wonky, no, not Wonky again. Just this is amazing. What did you think? Was this a smart move or a smart move?
I'm sorry?
Was this a smart move or a smart move?
Oh, well, I just rushed to the phone lines to call you, Scotty. I wasn't too sure what the topic was.
No, don't worry about that. We're not even, we haven't really started. This is just yet another checkup on all the equipment, because last night I don't think we made it onto Facebook, and I think we have tonight.
Oh, fantastic. Hello, Facebook. Remember to like Scotty's page and follow and turn on follow notifications.
Yes, and to get onto the YouTube channel, subscribe and tap the bell, because this is going to be very, very, very big.
Oh, absolutely. Big it will be. Now, Scotty, I have a question for you.
Yes, fire away.
Yeah.
Fire away.
Oh, thank you. I thought you said by the way.
No, fire away. Yeah, it's because of my quiet voice.
So what do you think of Andrew Neil's break from GB News? I think personally it might be a bit premature. In the launch of GB News, it was a station that had some struggles setting up through coronavirus.
Yeah.
Still managed to do it. Had a few hiccups on the opening day. Everybody does. But it's the head boss who's decided to take a bit of a break. What do the chat think on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook?
Well, obviously there's been a lot of chat around social media. I am a big fan of Andrew Neil. I think he's a wonderful journalist. He's a first-class interviewer, all that sort of thing. I know I don't always agree with his politics. It might be a little bit far to the right for me, but having said all that, a remarkable man, and of course, a Scot, born just along the road from myself. Now, and educated just along the road from myself. Now, what I find very, very strange about this, I mean, you've got to remember, Andrew must be, I'm not sure his exact age, he'll be late 60s, I would think, anyway. You know, maybe early 70s, but he's done tremendous stuff. I mean, he was a very young editor of the Sunday Times, you know, things like that. Anyway, that's him. So I'm singing his praises. Now, GB News, it's good to have something else in the mix, whether you're left, right, or center. All right. It's always good to have something else in the mix. But when you're starting a television or radio station, what's the first thing you should do?
Well, I think it's see them as an audience first and see how many people tune in.
No, what's the first thing you should do if you're starting a radio or television station?
Well, I've not, Scotty, but if I had to hazard a guess, it'd be know your audience, set up a frequency.
No. The first thing you do is phone Scottie McClue.
Well, that is very true,
you see?
Obviously.
And you use Scottie McClue either as a consultant or as your on-air talent.
Well, see, now, if you live so close to where Mr. Neil used to, why don't they call on McClue?
Well, this is it, because I'll tell you, what's happening there, you can have as many first-class journalists as you like, but unless you're absolutely appealing to a mass audience, you're not going to get the people. Now, do you remember when we set up Scottie FM, 3,000 people were listening to a first-class journalist and politician, and 3,000 were listening, and then McClue came on with all his nonsense, and we got that up close to 250,000 a half hour. Now, that was on a local radio station for central Scotland. Now, I've heard that a lot of these television stations, their figures can go as low as 2,000 or 3,000 people. So something's not right.
Interrupt, Scotty, but
no,
wanted to say,
interrupt any time.
Yes, thank you. You became the most well-known face of that local station and turned it into a household Scottish station. Whilst it might not be a thing now, you were the face and voice of Scott FM with your megaphone in.
Now, remember also that there was no internet then, so people couldn't listen online.
Yeah, no, very true. So if we could get some McClue insight and pick your brains a bit, how did you kind of think, okay, I've got so many hours tonight, but obviously the internet's not a thing here. Did you buy a fair few papers, shuffle through and find out the top topics, or have conversations?
I read every single thing for the last 50 years, and I still do it. I devour information and hopefully retain it.
Very, very good. As a top broadcaster should, Scotty, and you know that.
You know, it's in there. The other thing is I also use satire, which your top journalists can't really use, you know, because so they've got to stick exactly to the stuff. So they can't say, I'll get a hold of this top politician and have a word with him.
No, it's good that you can challenge people like that, though, and that's why new experiences like Twitter Spaces to invite people on, and the phone in, like I'm on now, provide that service for you. And it's always nice for you to have a challenge, as we've seen with Mr. Martin.
Yes.
I'm staying with my sisters.
Yes.
Susie.
I'm staying with my sister. Now, you see these people as well, because what you're doing, you're entertaining, so you never ever say you're going to do intelligent speech. You say, well, we'll hopefully inform, educate, and entertain our audience.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's like, Scotty, every platform you're on, you have an audience, whether you've got people watching on Facebook or TikTok or Twitch, you will have people watching. There's never been a platform where you've had 0 viewers, because you know how to draw the numbers. And it goes back to the old adage of whoever has McClue has a market.
Whoever has McClue has a market, and you practice by shouting out the window.
Yes, well, I hope that a station like GB News or another big mainstream company can get in touch one day, because it'd be great to see you maybe news presenting, doing a fantastic show on TV or radio again, and getting back into the mainstream media. But freelance independent, what you're doing now is top tier entertainment, and I watch every night I can.
You are a top man, but I'll tell you what I would suggest to any news company. So I'm not singling any particular one out, but I would say to them, do what we are doing here right now. Get the people involved.
Absolutely.
Because this is, my phone-ins are not for me, they're for the people.
Yes, yeah,
you know?
You've got it right.
It doesn't cost you a bean, and we inform, educate, and entertain. If anybody doesn't like what we do, then they can push off.
Yeah, and you don't need to accept any trolls on here. If they try being, getting a tongue lashing going, then you can just kick them. So that's even better. But I thought I'd give you a call tonight because whenever there's an opportunity to talk to such a professional man as yourself, who knows what he's talking about on the radio and can hold a good conversation, then I want to be the one to call in and have a chat. So,
absolutely, sir. Well, it's a privilege and a pleasure to have a real top journalist like yourself on here.
Oh,
you should be working for GB News, and we will catch up soon. Why don't you produce McClue?
Well, maybe one day that could be something I'll work on.
We'll look for that. I'll push off and dinky-doo to you.
Dinky-doo.
Dave, thank you, Wonky. Now, there we are. Absolute top man. That's a very senior journalist from the Midlands, and he's on talking about news stations that are starting off. If you've just joined us, folks, you're very, very welcome. It's Scottie McClue here. You've probably gathered that because it's across the bottom of your screen on Twitch, on YouTube, on Facebook, and of course, we're on TikTok. So come and join us. This is amazing. Hello, who's that? Oh, you're live on Scottie's phone in. Who's that? Hello. Oh, I seem to have lost them. Anyway, not to worry. We'll leave that just now. Tremendous. There we go. Busy, busy times, folks. How's things with all my favourite TikTokers? There's Rab saying, are you younger than 70? What is that noise? Stop that noise right away. Stop that noise, I say. There we are. Stop that noise. Can you say hi to my mate? I can, Muzz. Yes, indeed. All you beautiful TikTokers. Yo, so Scottie Stanzibar. If you're doing a live, why are we texting you're busy? What do you mean we're busy? We're doing a live. You're live on Scottie's phone in. Who's that?
Hello there. How are you?
Hello. Lovely to hear you. Who am I speaking to? Who do I have the honour of talking to?
You are speaking to James Whiteford.
James, lovely to hear from you. And a big dinky-doo from Scottie McClue.
Oh, a big dinky-doo to you.
Lovely to hear you. What do you think of our new phone in?
Oh, I love it. It is making my day. It is lovely to speak to you. I have one question.
Yes.
Do you have...
Do I have...
It's not a very good line. Do you have webbed feet?
Do I have webbed feet? Yes, I do. Because I was born in a place called Greenock.
Oh, that is a great story.
You see, and Greenock has a huge rainfall, only beaten by Preston or Manchester.
Oh, I heard that people in Manchester are all incest.
Oh, I don't know about that, but yes, I have big orange rubber webbed feet, and I waddle from side to side. Dinky-doo.
I would love a foot job.
Dinky-doo, la. Thank you very much for all your excitement. Right, if you've just joined us, dinky-doo. Follow us as soon as you can, guys, on TikTok. Tell 10 to tell 10. So there we are. I like this guy's voice. I just dropped a deuce. Who's this on here? My goodness me, what are we like? This is just going daft. Hello? Who's that? You're live on Scottie's phone in?
Dinky-doo, Scottie. It's Shakaroni. So sorry you just got a troll.
We're just going to troll, but don't worry. We dealt with the troll.
When we send them down the Swanee.
He's away down the Swanee.
Now, Scottie, I've just got a bit of advice. On TikTok, no one can see the number to phone in. On every other platform, they can.
Ah, right.
What you'd be best to do is get a piece of paper behind that picture of you and Lord Reeve
right.
or something and put it on just so people know and flip the camera so they can read the number and call in if you want.
How does that look? What I'm doing? Can you see TikTok just now?
Well, I'm on the phone at the minute, but when I checked it, I couldn't see any number to call in, so your TikTok viewers are getting a bit confused, and that's just me being honest.
Right. Yeah, well, there we are. Well, if you like to have a look.
Policy.
See, honest is always the best policy. Have a look and see if you could see it. You can't look at TikTok just now, no?
Not at the minute, no, because I'm on the phone. But if I could, I would say it would probably be flipped to the other side, because that's how TikTok usually is with your streams.
Right, excellent stuff. Well, I'm holding up the number right now.
Okay, well, Scotty, I just thought, while I could get you on here still, do you reckon a Jaffa cake is a cake or a biscuit? Because my friend said to me they thought it was a cake, and I said, well, I think it's a biscuit, and they said, well, and so I said, well, I'll let SCOTTIE McCLUE settle the score here.
It's definitely a biscuit, because I say to people, would you like a chocolate biscuit? I've got yo-yos, I've got bourbons, and I've got Jaffa cakes.
Oh, that's so good, yes. I think, well, Jaffa cakes aren't cakes either, though, because they don't have candles in, do they?
No, but my favourite is Tunnock's caramel wafers.
Oh, you can't go wrong, Scotty. And also, another question.
And a Tunnock's tea cake as well. Dinky do, yes, tell me more.
Do you still eat wheat bangs, Scotty?
I still have a late plate of wheat bangs, so don't be saying anything rude.
And do you have your steamed pudding?
I like a steamed pudding, but sometimes it talks back to me.
Oh, yes, I know that feeling, especially watching Guns of Never Geodog and yourself.
Yes, Geodog and myself, and also if Susie 2 calls, sometimes my steamed pudding talks back.
Well, Susie 2 needs to get on this call in. I think she's slacking, you know.
I think once the word gets out there, remember, this is just an experiment, and it's only the second night.
Well, I think if you're not watching with a vegetarian lettuce slice covered from McClue's pies and in a chicken gravy, then you're not doing it right.
The vegetarian lettuce slice and a rich chicken sauce, I say. There's Jonty saying, hi, Scottie McClue, I hope you're well. Hello, my lovely Mr. McClue, says Jackie.
Mr. McClue is always well. That's what he's here for. He's here for the people. Dinky do.
Dinky do. All the best. You're lovely to hear from you, Shakaroni.
Yes. Oh, Scotty, before I go,
yes?
I watched Shakaroni, then the trolls got on to me, so that's why it's unknown at the moment. I'll probably change back to Shakaroni soon.
You do what suits you, my dear boy.
All right, well, you take care, top man. Dinky do.
A dinky do. There he goes. That, of course, is the wonderful Shakaroni. On to TikTok, my late father loved Scottie and most of his generation. Scottie has fans that go way back to Blackpool. Yes, indeed. Who have we got here? Hello, you're live on Scottie's phone in. Who's that?
Hello, Scottie. Thank you, dude. This is Morgan. Nice to meet you, my man. Good to hear from you.
Morgan, my man. Very good to hear from you, and a big dinky do.
Thank you, dude. Thank you, dude. I come with good news now. I also come with a question. I need some advice, you know. The good news, first of all, is that my sister's pregnant, and I believe she's in the live. So I just want to give a good old shout out to her. She's watching there.
Fantastic. Top man.
Oh man, yeah, I'm really happy. I don't know if I'm ready to be a father yet.
You're a wee funster. There you go. Right, excellent stuff. Now, to the telephones as quickly as possible. Remember, all trolls will be immediately toasted and sent down the Swanee. So there we go. Fantastic. There we are. Very unfunny man there. Hello, you're live on Scottie's phone in. Who's that? Hello? Nobody. Right, there we are. The mystery person trying out the line to see if we're live. I just wondered if we were actually live there. Oh, so we are. Fantastic. Doing the Swanee with the Mangela. Dinky Doo from Houston. Dinky Doo, make America great again. Yes, indeed. Morgan, I believe you have an interesting topic to discuss. Oh, yes. You're live on Scottie's phone in. Who's that?
Hello, my name is Jack Houston.
Jack, lovely to hear from you.
How are you? And a big dinky do. I forgot to say this, sorry.
Excellent. A big dinky do to you, la.
Would you please explain what dinky do means?
Dinky do means is all well with you and the world.
Oh, lovely. Lovely, lovely. The last dinky do I got was my dad. And I'll tell you what, it was a big dinky, if you know what I mean.
A big dinky do. That is fantastic. We know what you... To the telephones as quickly as possible. You're live at Scottie's phone in. Who's that? Mr. Nibdy. Yes, he's been busy tonight. Mr. Nibdy. Lovely to have you with us. If you've just Joined us, folks. You're watching Scottie McClue, hashtag FloatEye, first lord of the internet. And this is our second night trying out the phone-in. So there we are. It seems to be working, and we're multi-streaming as we speak. How amazing is that? Dinky-doo. Now, what do we got here? I'll not take that call because it's an anonymous, and we don't do that. There we go. My dad has webbed feet. Yes, of course, absolutely. If you're from Greenock, we've all got webbed feet. Needs to be visible all the time, Scotty. What the number, Jackie? That's it there. We'll find a way to make it visible for you. I'll find some way to actually do that for you. That would be good, wouldn't it? Call Scotty now. 01416289795. I don't know if TikTok's got a facility for that, though. So there you are. That's what we need to find out. Yes, can we get some graphics on TikTok? It's a cake. It was settled in court. Yes, indeed. There we are. Anonymous. We don't take anonymous calls, guys. So if you're anonymous, you'll have to go doon the Swanee. That's the stuff. Pay less tax on cakes. So there you go. Who have we got here? Great to hear the phone-in's back. We'll call tomorrow night. I have a problem I need help with. Spanish Max, no problem at all. How lovely to hear from you. Maria Knight, did I thank you for your beautiful gift tonight on TikTok? Amazing. Woo! Now, do you like the multi-streaming? Are you happy with it? Do tell me. Very important. Sorry, I'm a bit close there on the old... Fantastic. There we are. We're multi-streaming. We've got lots of different things going on at the moment, as you probably guessed. Louise, thank you so much for your lovely gifts. Now, there we are. Who have we got here? Yes, indeed. Scotty, you were my favourite back in the day. Nice to see your coupon again. Polly, that's amazing. Dinky-doo to you. Thank you. How wonderful is that, I say. Get Mr. Martin on a blast from the past. Jonesy, if you look down at the TikTok videos, if you're on TikTok, guys, subscribe to Scottie McClue. Hello, you're live on Scotty's phone in. Who's that?
Hello, Scotty.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing very well, Scotty. I'm doing very well. How's it here?
I'm absolutely fine. Lovely to hear from you.
Hello, Scotty.
Oh, gee. There we are. He's gone. Right, that's that. All that nonsense. Now, there we go. Remember, anybody trolling, straight down the Swanee with you. Scotty, I'm on holiday in Crieff this weekend, but I've taken the time to tune in to Scottie McClue. Flying Norseman, everybody should tune in to Scottie McClue. There shouldn't be a person on the internet not watching Scottie McClue. This is the top live phone-in the world. There you go. And you're very welcome. Maria Knight, what have you just given me? You are so generous. Guys, you're so generous on the old TikTok with your gifts. I thank you. So there we are. YouTubers, if you want to buy me a pie, I believe you can. Who is this? Hello, you're live on Scotty's phone in, is that?
Hi, Scotty. How you doing?
How we think you do?
Oh, that's good, that's good. I've missed you being on the radio for a long time, you know.
Well, we're coming back.
Well, that's good, because I thought you might, because there's a radio station up at our bit now.
Ah, yes. Excellent.
It begins with an S.
All right. Wonderful.
You'll probably know it.
Yes, I do.
Yes, and I'm wondering, is it that one you're coming on?
No, it won't be that one. It's a very, very big one, but you'll be hearing more nearer the time. I'm sadly not at liberty to say, although I'm absolutely bursting to.
Yeah. It's just that up here in Edinburgh, we get this radio station, you know, a local radio station.
Uh-huh.
And it begins with an S.
Right.
Like I say, and I thought maybe you were coming on, because my son was saying, I bet he's coming on. So I paid him a tenner.
Oh, no, I hope your tenner's all right.
So I need to wait.
Yes, need to wait. Don't pay him his money yet.
That's great.
Just say you need time.
Talking to you, you know.
It's lovely talking to you, and thank you so much for calling.
Oh, that's no problem. Thank you very much for listening. listening.
Hey, a dinky do.
And a dinky do.
Dinky do. Top man. There we are. Fantastic. Now, guys, so much to talk about, so little time to do it in. Scotty, better on TikTok, clearer. Dinky do, Scottie McClue from Boston in Massachusetts. We thank you very much. You're live at Scotty's phone in. Who's that?
Hello, Scotty.
Hello. Dinky do.
Tell 10 to tell 10 to tell 10.
Absolutely. You tell them big style.
And you remember that, Scotty. I used to listen to you 25 years ago.
Never.
It's about 25 years since I last spoke to you on a radio station in Sheffield.
Sheffield, Hallam FM.
That's the one, yes.
One of the finest radio stations in the world.
You were fantastic.
It's a brilliant radio station.
That. Fantastic.
Yeah.
And you were that good, you came back.
I came back.
And then you came back, I think.
We did. We came back onto Magic. And I couldn't believe it. The first day I was back in the radio station, the phone rang beside me. And I thought, I don't know anybody here, but I'll better answer it. So I picked it up. I said, Hallam FM. And this lady said, oh, could I speak to so-and-so, please? And then she said, hang on a minute, are you him? I said, am I who, lovey? She said, that Scottie McClue guy. Oh, my husband loves you.
Yeah, well, I'm from Sheffield, and back then, just thinking back, it was as if like everybody was listening to you.
Sheffield was amazing.
Even in the takeaways, that you walk in a takeaway and they got Scottie McClue on. But it was a totally different, sadly, totally different time. It was, when you think about it, you look back and you could do so much more on the radio.
The drop bums in Barnsley. The drop bums in Barnsley.
A pie. What about the pie factories?
Scottie McClue's pies, the vegetarian lattice slice in a rich chicken sauce.
Oh, Scotty, you were. I have still got some recordings actually.
Oh wow.
Oh no, sadly me speaking to you.
I miss Yorkshire dreadfully. I love it.
Yeah, didn't you have a little caravan that you used to?
The dog and I had a caravan. We got flung out the hotel, and the dog and I had a little caravan
outside the radio station.
That's it, in the car park.
In the car park. If I'd have known, I don't think I realised back then that you were actually pitched in the car park in a caravan.
Yeah.
I'd have probably come over to get an autograph.
Yeah, you should have done. If you look behind me, you'll see Lord Reith the Labrador.
Well, I can't at the moment because when I ring, my YouTube goes off.
All right, excellent.
What I'll have to do is I'll have to skip back to the live stream and then listen again, and then have a look behind you.
Can I just say it's such a privilege to hear a South Yorkshireman live again. I love the voices.
Oh, that's great, Scott. And I really mean it. I'm being very genuine. You were fun. I mean, there were some really good phone-in presenters back then.
Yeah.
There was a guy called James H. Reeve.
James H. Reeve, outstanding presenter.
I don't know whether he followed you or whether he was before you. And then there was somebody called Roger Kirk, who was a little bit earlier than you.
Roger, yeah, he was a super guy.
But it was addictive listening. The phoning on Hallam FM, and obviously these DJ presenters went on. They didn't stay at the same station because you can't do. You've got to keep it fresh. So you move around. That's the only problem with being a DJ, I suppose.
Yeah.
You can never. You're a bit like a gypsy. If you're a DJ, you're a bit like a gypsy.
Well, the problem you have, sometimes you get a new manager and the new manager doesn't get you. And they think, I don't care for this guy much, that sort of idea. Yeah. And that's you out the door and the game's up. But I've had some beautiful, beautiful managers who I got on very well with, and I explained to them very clearly what I was doing, and they said, well, just go for it.
Yeah.
One of them phoned me, he said, I don't know what you're doing, but you're obviously doing it right.
Well, I think Hallam. I mean, I don't want to bore all the listeners.
You'll never bore the listeners with a Yorkshire voice.
In Sheffield, we had a commercial radio station, which was one of the first commercial radio stations. Not the first. I think LBC might have been the first in London, but it was probably the 7th or 8th that had started up. This was in 1974.
Wow.
That became Hallam FM in the 90s. And in the 90s, for some strange reason, they started to adopt phone-ins at night. It probably was the fashion back then.
Well, no, it wasn't just the fashion. I'll tell you what it did do. Needle time playing music in those days could be quite expensive.
Well, yes.
And if you had chat at night, you cut down on what you called your needle time.
Absolutely, and I think people don't realise. I don't think I realised when I listened to the radio as a child, for example, with Radio 1, back then, I don't know whether that would have been in the 70s or the 80s, it was like £70 per track.
Yeah.
Per single.
Yeah.
Play. Obviously, all based on how many listeners to the station, but that kind of money, every time you saw 10 records was something like £700.
Yeah, well, this is it.
Going back to possibly the 80s or maybe the late 70s.
And what the radio station did, and this is a real credit to all the voice presenters, to speech presenters, because the radio station thought to themselves, nighttime, 10 o'clock, television time, nobody's going to be listening to us. And I thought, oh yeah? And we ended up with almost 250,000 a half hour.
You were brilliant. I mean, I didn't know what the listening figures were. It would be, it still puzzles me. It still puzzles me, Scotty, how they get these listening figures.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it puzzles me as well.
I've listened to radio all my life. I'm 56 years old now.
Wow.
I've listened to radio from the moment I tuned into Radio Hallam in about 1975 when I was 9 years old.
Wow.
And I was totally addicted to this station. It went on to be Hallam FM. It's not as, the station is still running as Hallam FM, but it's not, what I remember.
It's not what it was.
The radio stations to me have just become all the same.
Jukeboxes.
Whereas back then they had individuality. They had presenters that, as children.
Well, what you had in Hallam was presenters that reflected the area. They were from Barnsley. They were from, the Peak District. They were from Sheffield.
But I think they call it Rajar. There might be another name for it now. Rajar, R-A-J-A-R, initials to stand for, I don't know, to find out.
Radio Joint Audience Research.
That's right. Now, I'm trying not to forget what I'm trying to say. Listening to the radio from the age of 9 all the way up to the age of 56, although I don't listen to radio as much now because I don't like listening to the commercial. The same companies like Bauer Media and
we're not going to mentioning any companies.
Or whatever it is.
We'll not go into knocking any companies because
but that's my personal opinion.
A personal opinion.
But I've never been asked ever in my life what you listen to on the radio. So how do they work? How do they find out these listening figures? Who do they ask?
Well, I think it's just your Donald who gets one. Now, listen, it's been a joy hearing you. I'm going to have to dash, and we will catch up again soon.
Yes, and one last word, Scotty. You must remember Margaret from Leeds. Bless her.
Oh,
fantastic.
Margaret from Leeds had an opinion on everything.
She was fantastic. She was awesome.
She was awesome. And so are you.
and you are a legend as well, Scotty. And it's fantastic. 25 years, around 25 years.
Amazing.
I spoke to you.
Hey, and dinky do. Don't leave it so long next time.
Tell 10 to tell 10 to tell 10.
Absolutely. Love to Sheffield.
All the best.
All the best, Lala. Dinky do. Absolutely amazing, folks. If you've just joined us, you're watching Scottie McClue, and we are live. Hello, who's that? You're live on Scottie?
Hello, Scottie.
Hello.
How are you?
Very well. How are you? Who's that?
It's Luxury Cars.
Oh, Luxury Cars. What a joy to hear from you.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Yes, and you. Absolutely. Yes, indeed, my dear fellow. This is marvelous.
I'm so glad I got to speak to you eventually.
Yes. How do I ring you? You've just asked me on TikTok. Somebody says,
eventually.
I'd love to hear you on LBC, and everybody's following us on TikTok. That is amazing.
Everybody follows Scottie McClue.
Now then, all these cars, I take it that you work with cars.
Sort of. I collect cars and sell second-hand cars.
Wonderful, wonderful. And you look for outstanding models.
Sorry, what was that?
You look for outstanding models.
Yeah, but I like the classics. So I like to find ones that preferably don't break down every 10 seconds.
Yes, that would be nice. So something like, so what sort of stuff do you look for? Alvises? Sunbeams?
Rolls Royces and Bentleys.
Rolls and Bentleys, yes, and you'll be able to pick them up at a sensible price these days.
Yes, you are, at very good prices. And usually they're reliable, which is good these days.
Yes, very reliable, absolutely. It's always taking a chance, though, isn't it?
Yeah, you're taking a gamble.
Well, I once spoke to a guy who hired out real luxury cars like yourself. And I said to him, I said, do you ever worry, say during a wedding or something, that the car might break down? And he said, your heart's in your mouth all the time.
I once let out a Bentley Continental for a wedding, and they crashed the car on the day, so they had to pay for the damage.
Oh, absolutely.
As well as the hire.
Absolutely, yes, indeed. Listen, Luxury Cars, this is a real privilege to have you on, and thank you for all your support. Yes, and we will chat again sometime.
We will.
Hey, and dinky do.
Dinky do. Goodbye for now.
Dinky do, my dear fellow. There we go. Now, what's happening here? Let's just see all these calls coming in. Oh, my goodness me. We're on TikTok and we're on YouTube. Yes, who's this? Hello, you're live on Scottie's Phone In. Who's that?
Oh, Scottie, Dinky do.
Dinky do? Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with? First names?
Oh, sorry, Scottie, this is Hamish here. How are you?
Hamish, how lovely to hear from you. This is always a joy.
To hear you.
Yes.
Always joy. Indeed, it's a joy listening to you. Never mind speaking to you.
What do you think of the new phone in which started tonight, really? We tried it out last night.
Tonight's your very first night. Well, I think it's amazing. Being able to give us the opportunity to speak to you, to be involved, to be part of it, it's amazing. No one else is doing it.
Do you know what I think, Hamish? This is what a proper talk show should be about. People talking.
Do you know, I couldn't agree more. On that note, do you think we could discuss the Olympics? Nothing controversial. I know there was another man in here earlier on and he worried you a little bit.
Well, he didn't worry me. I just don't want people. We're not a knocking shop.
Oh, absolutely. There's no need to cause any drama, throw any shade, nothing. Open, honest discussions here.
That's what we like. That's what we like. The Olympics didn't do it for me this year.
Well, I was thinking we could make a new sport, personally, because when you think about now, the skateboarding's been added, of course, and quite frankly, everybody has their opinions. But either way, it's a sport, and they're all sports. So I was thinking there's a good old sport that we can make, where essentially we get the contestants to down several cans of Foster's, and then what we do is we get them to chase.
Oh my goodness me! Right, we shall see what goes on there. Okay. Right, you're watching Scottie McClue. We are live on the big one. We've got another 5 minutes, guys. Here's somebody on the phones. You're live on Scottie's Phone In. Who's that? Hello?
Good evening, Scottie. Good evening.
Good evening. Who's that?
It's Callum from Glasgow.
Callum, lovely to hear you from Glasgow, a fine city.
Yeah, Glasgow. Yeah, it's been a fine day here.
A beautiful day. You had a bit misty earlier, and apparently that all burned off by about 10 o'clock.
Oh, it did. It was gone by 12 o'clock midday.
And you had a lovely, lovely afternoon.
Yes, I did that. How are you doing yourself? I used to watch your videos on YouTube.
Oh,
Absolutely fantastic.
well, Callum, there's going to be a few more, I can tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was too young to actually listen to you live, but my dad and my uncle used to listen to you.
They remember it.
Oh, they remember it well.
Maria Knight has just given me a lovely gift on TikTok.
Oh, well, lovely day.
Is that not amazing? Callum, great to hear from you, and thanks very much for ringing.
Can I have a wee shout out for my friend, Derek Dyer and Highlander Man? They're a newly couple.
Fantastic. Of course you can, La. No problem at all. Maria, what have you just done? Maria has just sent me a beautiful Diamond King live on TikTok. You TikTokers are spoiling me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you for joining us on Scotty's Phone In. This is amazing. We've got about another 5 minutes, guys. Dinky do. Hello, you're live on Scotty's Phone In. Who's that?
Hello there, how are you?
We're very well, La. Nice to hear you.
No worries. What are you up to this fine evening?
Well, just chattering away to the nation.
Lovely, lovely. I've got my nice tea, a bit of cream cheese. It's a good evening.
It sounds outstanding. You enjoy that. Top man.
Some lovely potatoes and some chicken. A nice little roast dinner this afternoon. I was a bit worried with the Irish potato famine.
Yes, we don't want too much of that again. Right, so there we go. Good stuff. Excellent. Now, who else do we have here? Remember, if you're ringing, guys, no names of individuals. You're live on Scotty's Phone In. Who's that?
Oh, hello, Scotty.
Yes.
How is David? How are you?
David, what a privilege to hear from you. What do you think of our new Phone In?
I was on my mobile phone and I can't believe you're on live.
We're on live and you're on live.
Oh, Scotty, I'm excited. I've missed you. I really bloody missed you.
Oh, wow. It's so nice to hear from you. Do you know who we had on earlier? Kareem.
Tell me.
Kareem was on earlier.
Kareem, or was he? Like, what did he say?
He was just enjoying the chit chat. We're all just having a nice time. Oops, I've lost David. What's happened? My goodness me. Right, you're watching Scottie McClue, Dinky Doo. Who's that?
Oh,
Hello.
Scotty.
Hello, who's that?
It's Craig Cochran.
Craig, how lovely to hear from you.
How are you?
I'm very well. What do you think of our new phone in, Craig?
It's brilliant, Scotty.
Is it you?
I watched it right for the very start of your YouTube.
Oh, you're some man. You're some man. Thank you.
Gone brilliant.
There's new stuff up there. I found we had 1,600 videos on YouTube.
Aye.
What is that all about?
I know.
It's lovely to hear from you, Craig, and thanks very much.
Aye.
Hey, and we'll catch up at some point. All the best, buddy. Dinky Doo. Oh, my goodness me. You're live at Scotty's Phone In. Who's that?
All right, you fat old prick.
Oh, what a joy to hear from you. There we are. I've told you not to ring me up, John. What an idiot. Right, all that nonsense, the wee trolls. Okay, right, guys, we're out of time. I think we're just going to have to dash. We'll see who we've got here. We'll maybe manage one more call. I'll see, hold on. Hello, you're live at Scotty's Phone In. Who's that?
Scotty.
Yes. Oh, is it David? Ring again. Ring again. Don't know why, for some reason, it's cutting you off. Ring again, David. Is he just there? Yeah. If he gives us another wee call, we'll catch up with a chit chat. There we are. Is that him? Hello, you're live on Scotty's Phone In.
David, I keep getting cut out.
I
Are you okay?
don't know why, David. It just seems to be going. It might be something up your end, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, it could be. Oh, right, here we go again. I hope we'll get cut off. So, you were talking to Kareem? Yeah, of course. Right, okay.
Now,
Yeah,
David, do you know that it's so lovely to hear you? I'm going to make you the last call tonight.
All right, so you're going to be leaving very soon tonight?
I'm going to have to push off because we're just doing some tests at the moment. But I'm going to make...
Okay, that's fine. Right. Are you coming back to radio? Is that check? You come back to radio?
Coming back on the radio, so we'll be able to hear that. And if you're not in the area, you'll get it on the internet.
Right, so you can't say which station's going to be on the radio?
Not at the moment, because it wouldn't be appropriate for me to say.
Right, Scottie, can you at a time when it's going to begin? Roughly.
Well, it shouldn't be too far away, let's put it that way.
So, there's John.
Hello, John, dinky do.
Long time no hear. How are we?
We're better for hearing you guys. This is amazing.
Right back at you, Scottie.
Fantastic. I love it.
Missed you on the radio, Scottie.
Oh, absolutely. It's all good stuff. And this has been amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, are you allowed to say what happened with Nation Radio or no?
No, I can tell you what happened. It's no problem. It's not a secret.
They got rid of you?
No, they got rid of me. They found out the weekends, it's very labor intensive doing the phone in, and they wanted, so they put on music because it was easier.
Right, that's, here we go again. They've been silly because we here came at studio, Scottie. Okay, we need you. That's it.
We need a talk show. Everybody loves a talk show.
I'm so excited. I was just playing my phone and you came up live. And I shouted, John, Scottie.
David, can I ask you, which one are you watching on?
You mean your live feed?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know how to explain that. He's asking what am I watching on.
Is it Facebook or is it YouTube?
It's YouTube, Scottie.
YouTube, brilliant. Live feed on YouTube. And have you set your notifications? Subscribe and tap the bell.
Right, hold on. I'll need people to I'm about back with John. Speak to Scottie. Quick.
Hello, John.
You've got you on YouTube and also Facebook Live. So
and Facebook's doing well.
Yeah, it is.
Fantastic. There's Davey on TikTok saying phone-ins and talk shows, the way forward.
Okay.
That's good.
I'll give you Scottie, yeah. So
John,
what we'll do is we'll go to YouTube, Scottie, on your channel, and we'll subscribe to it.
Subscribe to it and tap the bell, and then it'll let you know when we go live.
I know who that, yeah. Tap the bell for you, Scottie.
Top man, and we'll catch up soon.
What time did you start tonight then?
Tonight we started just at the back of 9 o'clock.
Oh my God, I can't believe that. And I was sitting just in that a wee idiot.
You're not a wee idiot. You're a great guy.
Thank you. I know, so you. And welcome back, Scottie. Welcome back.
Thank you. And dinky do you guys. Lots of love.
Scottie, you're the man.
Ta-ra, lads. There we go. What a laugh. Fantastic. Murray, thank you very much, Muzzled. That's so kind of you. Right, guys, I think we're going to have to chuck it for the night. Otherwise, we'll be going on well into midnight, well into the wee small hours. This is Scottie McClue. How do we stop that noise? What do we do? I'm trying to stop this. I think it's going to go on. I'll find out how we stop it. Thank you so much for watching. Scottie McClue saying a dinky do to every single one of you. Let me see if I can sort that for you. Where is that noise coming from? That's wonderful. And we'll catch up soon. Thank you for watching, and all the very, very best to you beautiful people. That's what it's all about. Right, here we go.